I'm Lisa Ross, the CFO of Revival Gold. So our cautionary note. So we consider ourselves to be a growth company in gold. We're advancing the Bear Track Arnett Gold Project. And what's unique about Bear Track Arnett, it was the largest past producing mine in the state of Idaho. So with a past producing mine, you already have existing infrastructure, so roads, power, ADR facility. And of course, it's in Idaho, which is one of the top 10 jurisdictions in the world. And we have a PFS underway for our heap leach, which is the restart opportunity. And in addition to that, we're also looking at a high-grade underground potential in the area called Jost, which I'll mention a few times in the presentation. So in our last drill results, I believe from last November, December, we had two high-grade intercepts, 12 grams per ton over 13.7 meters and 8.8 grams per ton over 11.8 meters. And about 2 hours ago, we released our drill has been mobilized, and we just started our 7,000 meter drilling program today. A couple people I know asked me outside, why did you press release on a Saturday? And it's because Monday is PDAC and everyone and their grandmother is going to be releasing on Monday. So we beat the crowd. So I know that Nevada, right next door to Idaho has very, very similar mineralization to Nevada. And in fact, there's 27 million ounces of undeveloped gold in the state. Very mine-friendly state to work in. So our land position, it's 5,800 hectares. And on the right side, it's the Bear Track side. And that is where at the bottom is the Jost. Hopefully you guys can, oh, you have to go like this? Oh, okay. So this is the Jost zone here that I was mentioning. So this is the Panther Creek Shear Zone. And then on the west side is the Haiti deposit, which is a satellite deposit, oxide, near surface. And this side, the Bear Track side, is actually owned by Yamana, and we have an earn-in agreement. And on the left side, it's a satellite deposit that can utilize the ADR plant as well. And I know it's a first world problem and a good problem for a mining company to have, is there are numerous historical RC drill holes that we haven't even touched yet. And here at Ward's Gulch, 71 grams per ton over almost 10 meters. We haven't even looked at that yet. So it's a pretty exciting project to be a part of. Right now, as I mentioned, we are looking at Jost, and that's where the drilling is starting today. So last month, we had a resource update. Just to put it into perspective, in 2017, when Revival Gold started, there was no resource at Bear Track Arnett. And now, 5 years later, we have 4 million ounces, and there was a 56% increase in indicated mineral resources to 2.1 million ounces, and an almost 20% increase in inferred to 1.94 million ounces. So this picture is the existing infrastructure here. You have your leach ponds, the ADR facility, the power line, and the roads. So our objective is 65 to 75,000 ounces per year for 7 to 9 years from the heap leach, as well as possible mill mineral resources as well. I mentioned that we're in the middle of a PFS, which will be completed at the end of the year. And I mentioned it's a brownfield site, so low technical and permitting risk. And the deposit is open, so there's significant opportunities for additional exploration. So next steps, as part of the heap leach pre-feasibility, we've got 12 column tests underway to improve recoveries. We're looking at engineering to improve the Haiti pit configuration, optimization studies, supplemental baseline environmental data collection. If we want to restart, we're already working with the Forest Service. Okay, what data do you need for us to do this? We don't want to come to a construction decision and then the Forest Service says, well, wait a second, you don't have enough data, you don't have enough information to move forward to a restart. So we're planning ahead. And of course, the exploration infill drilling at Haiti as well. So at the Haiti deposit, these pink circles here are actually on the outside of the resource pit shell. So we have a couple of opportunities outside the current resource. So we're going to be doing some drilling this summer, some infill drilling to expand that. And over at Bear Track, I've mentioned Jost. So we've drilled 18 holes in this area so far, and every single one of them has hit mineralization, which has been really great. It's a 5.6 kilometer known strike, but this Jost area is 1 kilometer southern trend, and it's open. So we're really looking forward to seeing the results from the current drill program. From an ESG standpoint, safety is our number one concern. 0 LTIs in 2021 and so far in 2022. One of the reasons why I joined the company is I've been here about 15 months. I wanted to build something. And in this case, we're going to restart in a community that remembered what mining was. Yamana operated the mine until 2000. Gold hit 350, so they decided to close the mine and go on to Chile and other areas. So the community remembers the mine, they miss those jobs, and have always been very supportive of mining in the area. The reclamation has actually won awards at the state and BLM. I personally was there in July, and, oops, sorry about that. You would have no idea that there was a mine there before. The reclamation was actually unbelievable. So Revival, when it started in 2017, wanted to do things right. And that's what they've done from an ESG standpoint. So from a market standpoint, we've got 9.1 million cash in the bank as of March 31st. And you'll notice that only 23% of our float is retail. 42% institutions and 20% high net worth and 10% management. Our investors are looking at the long term, and it's kind of obvious by the only 23% of retail. In terms of research, I think it's pretty unusual for a junior to have 5 companies researching them. Target share price, it's a range between $1.05 and $2.45. And considering our market cap is about 49 million right now, it's a pretty good buy. So in terms of our timeline, the mineral resource update that we released last month is the perfect setup for our PFS, which is continuing, and then going on into the exploration for the high-grade sulfide and open pit oxide, which is going to continue this drilling season. So we're looking at 4,000 meters of core drilling and then 3,000 meters of RC. So at the end of the day, Revival Gold, we have a strong foundation. As I mentioned, largest past producing mine in the state, 9.1 million in cash, which will get us to the end of our feasibility study, and high grade opportunities and ongoing exploration. And for evaluation at $8 per ounce in the ground, it's a pretty exciting time for Revival Gold. Thank you so much for your attention.